Hey everyone, Damien Dudovic here from the Tadema Network once more, bringing you what will hopefully be a better Dawn of War Soulstorm replay than the previous game of Into the Beach, on the map Into the Beach, should I say. So this one is on the 2 versus 2 map Panrea Lowlands, and on the left we've got Chaos and Space Marines, and on the right we've got the Necrons and the Imperial Guard from before actually. So in this game we'll look at it from the perspective of the Imperial Guard actually, so we'll see what kind of builds they're doing. Pretty usual build from Imperial Guard, nothing too special there. As for the Necrons, it looks like they're going for a slightly earlier Lord than they did, a slightly earlier Necron Lord, should I say, than what they did earlier on in the game. As for Space Marines, they're going for Force Commander straight off the bat, and for Chaos they're going for 2 lots of Chaos Space Marines. And yeah, just the usual build otherwise. So yeah, it should be interesting to see how this pans out actually. I probably could have checked, but in the previous game Chaos went for a Chaos Lord first and even had him upgraded with a Plasma Pistol, but he just threw him away basically in in a single man assault against 2 entire armies, which didn't end too well to say the least. And here we go, we got first contact between Chaos Space Marines and Imperial Guard. Their command squad advancing forward to deal with the cultists, and Chaos Space Marines staying behind to do a bit of damage to the command squad as well. So as you can see, they're just slowly retreating while the cultists continue to try to hack at the command squad with their little knives, which isn't going too well for them, as you can see. And it looks like the Imperial Guard have also brought out a Commissar pretty early as well, and they haven't attached them to a squad either. So interesting to see how they use them. So obviously they're going to be using these commander units to tie up squads rather than to bolster the damage of their Imperial Guardsmen squads. So far we're seeing a pretty successful attack by Imperial Guard and Necrons. Necrons sending in a Necron Lord into the mix. Yeah, not too bad at all actually. So it was a pretty wise choice of the Imperial Guard to leave the Commissar unattached actually, because they're up against 2 squads of Chaos Space Marines with no commanders, so that's actually pretty ideal for yeah, for disruption with a couple of commander units. Unfortunately, it looks like the Imperial Guard and Necrons have been pushed back by just the Force Commander somehow. Got a couple of Scout Marines going into the mix as well, not doing too well against the Commissar, they're running away as well. Force Commander's hanging back, just taking a few pot shots at the command squad, while the Chaos Space Marines go forward as well. So it's possible that what that Chaos Space Marines and the regular Space Marines might have intended is for the Space Marine, or the Chaos Space Marine squad to meet the Force Commander somewhere in the middle, and then maybe to advance from there to cover the weakness of the Chaos Space Marines. But yeah, the Imperial Guard and the Necrons attacked before that could be achieved though. But now they're together, we might hopefully see at least a more effective defense by the by these 2 teams. But as you can see, they're just getting pushed back again. Chaos Space Marine, I meant the Force Commander, has gone into the fray, but yeah, he's already taken quite a bit of damage. Necron Lord is almost at full health, and the command squad has still got its full 3 members in it, so I'm not entirely sure what happens to the Commissar though. So a bit of a harassment happening with scouts on the Necron side, or perhaps they're just scouting. But yeah, as you can see, the main action is near the Chaos Space Marine base, and unfortunately it's starting to fall. And yeah, it's a pretty wise move by the Necron Lord. Made him invincible so that Chaos Space Marines would actually just shoot at him. The Space Marines, regular Space Marines, have rather wisely chosen to shoot the Imperial Guardsmen instead, but yeah, Chaos Space Marines are caught off guard by that, so they were firing rather ineffectively at the Necron Lord. And yeah, it looks like they've okay, so yeah, it looks like the Imperial Guard have taken a listening post right next to the Chaos Space Marines base actually. That should be one of their natural points to take. But yeah, it looks like the Space Marines have taken the topmost section, but well, it's pretty much defenseless really. They're upgrading with listening posts, upgrading them to fortified positions, so to speak. But yeah, they've in terms of army versus army strength, as you can see, the Necrons and Imperial Guard have the advantage there. So yeah, it looks like they're trying to solidify their advantage by planting a Gorse turret in the around the middle of the map. So yeah, just to solidify their position really. And yeah, it looks like the Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines didn't take too kindly to that. But yeah, unfortunately, there's not too much to be able to do about that. But at the very least, they have stopped the Gorse turret from being built. So that's pretty important, because those Gorse turrets can be pretty nasty. They've got some pretty nasty ranges on them, especially when they're upgraded. And in fact, yeah, they're the only turrets that, when upgraded, is still effective against infantry. All the other turrets, when they're upgraded, do much less damage against infantry. But of course, Necrons have to be the exception. Just like how Necrons can just build power plants, use that for their resource, while all the other sides have to capture points. Although Necrons still have to capture points though to get a few bonuses, and also to increase their squad cap and vehicle cap with their own listening posts. But it's still quite an ability though to just be able to make all those plasma generators at once, and yeah, just to use that for solely for resources. It's not such a shabby thing for them to have really, but yeah, I suppose it makes them a bit more unique as well. And yeah, as you can see now, they're forcing the Chaos Space Marines, armed with heavy bolters as well actually, to fall back into the Space Marines base. And yeah, it looks like we'll probably be seeing a repeat of what's happened in the previous game, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping that's the previous two players, that would be the Necrons and Imperial Guard, that they would be up against some better competition this time around, but unfortunately, yeah, that's just not the case. And here's something rather ironic: Grey Knights were basically sworn to destroy Chaos and all that, also helping defend the Space Marine base along with the Chaos Space Marines. It's an interesting situation that they're in, but yeah, unfortunately that's not really doing too much at the moment. They do have a chaplain attached, so yeah, it's a pretty solid squad, but as you can see, yeah, the Necrons and the Imperial Guard have managed to do a bit of damage to the base actually, although they haven't destroyed any buildings. So provided that the okay, there we go. So yeah, provided the Space Marines manage to drive out the Necrons, then that would they might be able to push back. But as you can see, they're only temporarily retreated to yeah, just to capture that, or rather to decapture that strategic point. And the Necron Lord is actually, where is it? I think he's okay. So it was just the flayed ones left over. So I'm not entirely sure what happened to Necron Lord. Maybe he teleported. Yes, he did. So there he is. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, Chaos Space Marines and Space Marine Grey Knights just taking a few pot shots at the retreating forces, but from what I can see, at the middle and some of the bottom, not the relic, belongs mostly to the rightmost team. So they're going to have their work cut up. Sorry, they're going to have the work cut out for them, so to speak. So yeah, they're just coming up across that strategic point that's been decapped, and yeah, they're just going to have a hell of a time trying to retake the middle, especially with that Gorse turret in the way.